Welcome back, my credit fiends. This is every single Discover card on the personal side, of course. And I don't know about y'all, but I've been struggling with these allergies. If you check out my last Uber video, you'll see how this lady was coughing, doing all this coughing. I hope it was because of allergies, because she was doing all this coughing in the back seat and I wasn't really feeling that. But just bear with me because my voice is a little bit raspy because of these allergies. But let's go ahead. Go to the website. This is the Discover website, and you just click on credit card. Once we click on credit cards, you'll see all of the Discover credit cards pop up for you. Now we can compare and you can apply for the best card that's for you. And I'm going to be going over each and every one of these cards to see which one is the best one for you, the best fit for you. And I'll be going over exactly what they do and how you can get the best benefits out of these cards. Not only these cards, but the other cards too, because these cards are on my 5% back on everything, and this is going to be changing just a little bit. So I'm going to show you guys how you can finagle the system to make sure that you are getting the best out of all of the cards that you can possibly get. Now you can see that there is no annual fee with the Discover cards, which is actually nice because a lot of the other cards that I've been going over have been having annual fees, or at least a few out of the select have been having annual fees. But y'all know we only do the American Express Gold card over here with that annual fee because we know how to pay for itself. If you want to go ahead and figure out how you can get that card and use it and have it pay for itself, go check out my AMEX Gold card video and you will learn all about that as well. The first card that they have here is the Discover It Cashback card. You can earn 5% back on everyday purchases, and it just depends on the quarter that they're having. Right now, if you went and checked out that video, you would know that this card right here is giving you the 5% back on the restaurants. Now, it's going to change once March is over because it's going to be a new quarter. So in April, it's going to change over to grocery stores and the wholesale places. I'm assuming that that means Sam's and Costco and big places like that. We will go check that out in just a second. You can see that you'll earn 1% back on all other purchases. If it's not listed on those quarterly 5% back purchases, then you will only get 1% back. That's why I have videos so that way you can see exactly how you can maximize that. If you go check out my video on my best everyday cards, you will see how you can get 2% back on everyday purchases in person, but there is a way to get 5% back on all. So go check out both of those videos if you want to figure out how you can do that. You will get the unlimited cashback match. And what this is if you are a new member, whenever you first sign up for your first year of earning points, they will match you. So if you earned 125 points in that 1 year of your first year of having this card, at the end of that year, they will give you another 125 points. So you'll turn that 125 to 250 points for you. That easy. Also, not only that, you will also be getting more money this way because you have a 0% intro APR for 15 months. That means there'll be no interest on your purchases. If you go ahead and you balance transfer some money from a different card over to this one, then you will have a 3% balance transfer fee until June 10th. Not a lot of places are giving you that 3%. Normally it's 5% right off the bat, but this you can see is 3% until this time. So of course they want you to urgently do it. That's why there's a cutoff, because you're going to be saving interest on those purchases. That means you will pay only 3% for that whole 15 months. That's amazing because most cards are around 25 to 30% interest for the average person. Then the interest rates vary between 18% to 27% right now. And as the Federal Reserve starts lowering rates, this should come down because the prime rate will also come down. So make sure that you're taking advantage of that 3% balance transfer fee if you are going to apply for this card. Next card we have here is Discover It Student Cash Back Credit Card. Obviously, this is going to be for my students. It's gonna make it a lot easier for you to be able to get started in your credit journey because you may not have a lot of income coming in or prior history of credit card accounts on your profile. I've shown you how you can go ahead and get started in the credit world. If you go and check out my video on how you can get good credit at 18 years old, you will see exactly how you can get started. This one as well, you will earn the 5% back on the quarterly choices that they decide, and then 1% back on every other purchase. You will also get the unlimited cash back. and you will get 0% interest for only 6 months. And then your interest rates will be in between 17% and 26%. You can already see that they're not giving you the same 0% APR, and that's because of what I just said. You're a student, you may not have a lot of income coming in. They want to make sure that they're going to get paid, and you're not going to just be racking that thing up with 0% interest, because that balance is going to stay stagnant. It's not going to increase like most other cards would. The Discover It secured credit card. If you are new to credit or you have a bad past in credit or poor credit right now, you can go ahead and DM me and I will definitely try to help you out to the best of my ability. A lot of the stuff that I'm doing right now is free until it will be a charge for it. Just in the beginning, of course, you got to build your name up. I can show you what I can do. You will get 2% cashback bonus at gas stations and restaurants up to $1,000 in combined purchases each quarter automatically. So that's over 3 months. It will be only up to $1,000 and you'll get that 2% cashback bonus. They're being lenient right here because most of the cards that I've seen that are secured, they're not giving you no rewards. They're telling you like it is, like, hey, you got bad credit or you're new to this credit stuff. We're not gonna give you anything. We're gonna see how you can handle this first, and then you can go ahead and apply for our cashback card. But you can see right here, Discover is giving that to you right off the bat. Now, Discover and me have a love-hate relationship because I first started with Discover. I started with the Discover It student card, and then it later transferred to just the regular Discover It card. And they had me at a lower balance at first when I first started, which was okay. And then they increased it because I kept maxing out that line and paying it off. So that's another way that you can go ahead and get those automatic credit line increases, which I also did a video on how you can get credit line increases easier. They automatically increased my line at least 2 times. And one of those other times was because I added an authorized user. But then shortly after that, they end up closing my account, which does affect my history because this was one of my first cards, if not my very first credit card. I'm pretty sure it was. The student card was my very first card. So now my history is going to be slashed because they go ahead and close my account for whatever reason, just because I'm trying to leverage the other cards and they're getting spooked because they're like, oh, we don't know what he's doing. We don't know if he's going to come over here and try to finagle us, which I was going to, but then they go ahead and close my account. So me and Discover have a love-hate relationship because now they're calling me back saying, hey, we want you as a member. We miss you having you as a member. Well, then why did you close the account? Then nobody else went ahead and closed the account. And if you're really that scared, just go ahead and lower the limit. It's really that simple. You're over here giving me the credit line increases, so don't get mad at me, but that's just my message to Discover. The credit line will equal the deposit amount starting at $200. Therefore, you already know if you watch my secured card video that whenever you get a secured card, you do make the line. However, you will get that initial deposit back after you get some positive history. That's normally how it works. After about 6 months or so, and it depends on the creditor, of course, it's up to them. They will give you that deposit back, so that way your line will go from secured to unsecured. That way you can go ahead and start making better credit decisions. The Discover It Student Chrome credit card. This one you will get the 2% cash back, just like in the previous card here. Unlimited cashback match, and then you will get the 0% intro for 6 months, just like the other student card. But this student card here, you will only get the 2% cashback bonus versus right here where you get the 5% cashback bonus. Really just depends on what's going to be best for you as a student. You're not really going to be going grocery shopping that much, I would assume, because you'll be eating at the school. Therefore, if you wanted to do the 2% cash back for gas stations and restaurants, if you're eating out more and those categories don't specifically pop out to you and you do want Discover, there are better cards for you. But if you do want Discover and you are a student, then this one might actually be a better go for you because you will get the 2% cash back on up to $1,000, which will only turn out to be about $20 or so. But it's better than nothing, right? Discover It Miles credit card. This one is their travel card that you will get miles, so that way you can transfer these miles to go ahead and get some rewards for flying or any other type of travel perks. You will get 1.5 times miles on every dollar of every purchases from hotels to grocery stores and online shopping. So everything you will get 1.5 times miles. Now, I was confused in the beginning when I first started getting into this stuff because I had a city card, the American Airlines card, which I still have. And I thought that when you get miles, it actually meant miles, like that's how far you could go. with those miles. But no, it just transfers over kind of like points, and they just call it miles because this is a card that's mainly focused on travel. You will also get the unlimited Discover match on your first year, and then you will get a 0% APR offer for 15 months, just like that very first one. You will also get the 3% balance transfers until June 10th, and then it'll switch over to the 5% fee if you are looking to do a balance transfer. Your APR will be between 18% and 27%. Next up is the Discover It Chrome Gas and Restaurant Credit Card. This will give you a 2% cashback bonus only at gas stations and restaurants up to $1,000 in combined purchases each quarter automatically. And then you will also earn the 1% cashback on all other purchases. You will get the unlimited cash back on this one as well, 0% APR for 15 months, 3% balance transfer fees, and then it will change to 5%. APR, pretty much standard between 18% and 27%. All of these cards you can go ahead and get pre-approved for, except for this NHL Discover It credit card. That's what I saw whenever I clicked the see if you're pre-approved button, and it said that you could get pre-approved for any of these cards except for this one. For whatever reason, I'm not really sure, because this one looks just like that very first one where you're getting 5% back on the quarterly choices that they decide, and then 1% back on everything else. You do get the unlimited cash back, 0% APR for 15 months, 3% balance transfer fees, and then it would change to 5%. APR looks pretty much the same. It's standard and it's variable depending on what the Fed does or what they decide they want to do for your account. And if you scroll down, you will see how to apply for the credit card, and you can see if you're pre-approved. When you click this and you say, see if I'm pre-approved, up will come a little form for you to fill out, and it'll say, see if you're pre-approved with no impact to your score. This will show up on your credit report whenever you pull your annual credit report, but it's only going to show up in the soft inquiry area. It will show that you've been applying for credit in this way. However, it will not show up in your hard inquiries, meaning that it won't affect your score, because whenever you apply for credit and you get a hard inquiry, it does drop your score just a couple points. But then once you get that card and you start using it responsibly, it will go right back up. So there's not really any too much worries about hard inquiries unless you're doing it back to back to back. That's the only reason why this thing will start to affect your score in a super negative way, because now you're looking desperate for credit because you keep shopping around. And as you can see, that NHL card is not here. It only has their Discover It card, the main one that we focused on. And then their student card is right here in the middle. And back here is their secured credit card. Let's go check out what those quarterly options are, or at least what they have available for us to see. You can see right now that they have from January to March 2025 is restaurants, home improvement stores, meaning like Lowe's and stuff like that, and then select streaming services. Next will be grocery stores and wholesale clubs. That's what I mean by about the Sam's and the Costco's and things like that. Those are the wholesale clubs. It will be switching from restaurants to grocery stores. Therefore, if you go watch that 5% cash back video, you'll know what to do, because we've been using this card to get 5% back on restaurants, and now it's going to be switching over to grocery stores. Now, if you go watch that video, you'll know how to go ahead and switch it up, so that way you can use this card for the grocery stores and then use the other cards a different way, so that way you can go ahead and get that 5% back on everything still. That's all I got for you guys today. If you need help with any of this stuff, go ahead and DM me. If you need help trying to get to that 6 figures in credit and you're not really sure how to, no promises, but I definitely will help you out. Like I said before, I need some people to come to me for free so I can show you exactly what I can do. And we fiending for that credit.